Alright, brethren, it's time for a little mathematics for Leviticus 23, 37 through 38. These professing Torah keepers, or in the Hebrew roots movement, or Messianics, what have you, whatever it is, they claim to keep the feast days. They claim to be honoring God by keeping the feasts. Oh, really? Let's go to the beginning of this passage that we mentioned in the introduction. Leviticus 23, verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. You see, they say, we're keeping the feast, we're honoring God. Okay. First, we'll do subtraction for verse 37. Let's read the whole verse first. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Some subtraction. Offer an offering made by fire, minus a burnt offering, minus and a meat offering, minus a sacrifice, minus drink offerings. You want to see what's left, brethren? Talk about subtraction being exercised. Sheesh. Let's see what we have left. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Unto the Lord, everything upon his day. Looks pretty much like a lot of gaps and missing parts. Not much to keep there, is there? Nope. Interesting. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your freewill offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Subtraction time. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, minus beside your gifts, minus beside all your vows, minus beside all your freewill offerings. You want to see what's left? Let's see. And, which ye give unto the Lord. Wow. Also looks like a lot of gaps and missing parts. Also not much to keep here, is there? Nah. Nope, not at all. If we can't do all these steps for the feasts, then this is what you have left to keep. Are you ready for this? These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations unto the Lord, everything upon his day, and which ye give unto the Lord. In other words, God's basically telling you, well, children, fend for yourselves, figure it out, and worship me in your own way. Really? It looks like God's doing some stuttering. If you minus all these duties that they claim we can't keep. Conclusion. I've heard people say, well, we keep the feast in our own way, in the way we can, the best we can. Problem with that statement. Deuteronomy 12, 30 through 32. God says, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God. For every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. What things soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. If you're going to make that statement, then what's to stop someone from saying, well, then, I can keep Christmas and Easter because, like you, Torah keepers, I worship the Lord in my own way, in the way we can, the best we can. Right? To make that claim is to be guilty to worship God in your own way by cutting corners and shortcuts, by not keeping all the duties of the feasts. Professing Torah keepers are fake, deceitful liars. No different than the Pharisees in Jesus' day that he had problems with. Brethren, be careful of this. Stay clear of these professing Torah keepers who say one thing, but really in private, their true deceitful colors come out. Like I said in a previous video, some are sincere but sincerely wrong, and they need to be corrected and confronted and be shown the truth in love. But those who will not listen will not be accepted into God's kingdom if they continue with their lies. See Exodus 20:16 and Revelation 21:8. All liars shall be damned and not be accepted. Brethren, do not be a liar, be an honest believer. Love the Lord Jesus Christ, fear God and keep his commandments, and read and believe the King James Bible. Thanks.